join the team. Are you guys ready? Okay, the reason you should join the team is because being a ballroom dancer is a lot like being a superhero. To start off, we have superpowers. Number 1, mind control. I bet nobody in here watched anything else while Johnson and Annie were dancing. And I have something written here about dropping something which I think was supposed to be a physical gag, but Tiffany was talking to me, so obviously she completely blew this whole thing because I can't remember. So it's right there, it's in everything. We also have super speed. So if you've been watching Feet here, Sean and Desi's routine, stuff is pretty crazy. But not all of our dancers are fast. Right, girls? That's a joke, you can laugh. Okay, cool. We also have the power to slow time. So, how long does college usually take? 4 years by my estimation. This is my 6th year. Johnson and Annie are, I'm not even going to mention it, 2003. If you guys can do simple subtraction, you can find out it's longer than 4 years. Okay, so next we also have some shape-shifting capability. Yeah, so just let that soak in for a second, think about what that might mean. So, in the week before a competition, any dancer can turn himself into a sparkly, tropical-smelling Oompa Loompa. If you're not careful. And you hand out flyers to you guys all day, you can turn into a lobster just like me. So that's pretty easy. Okay, point 2, why ballroom dancers are like superheroes. We get to wear costumes. So, costumes are great, because you look awesome, and no one makes fun of you. To your face. But, I mean, we got some pretty cool stuff here. If you look at even Tracy, she's got a cape. And I think that's pretty sweet. That's probably a reason to join it itself. But I'm gonna pause here for just a second, because I was reading Wikipedia trying to figure out why ballroom dancers are like superheroes, and I got to the best part about costumes. And it says, and I quote, "Costumes are material displays of a character's athletic build and heroic sex appeal." Excuse me. So it's just a little in there. Okay, I feel a lot better. Okay, great. So if you don't have this heroic sex appeal, then you can just kind of... Okay, as I was saying, if you don't have that heroic sex appeal, then you at least can go off of watching people's faces while they try to pretend they can't see your stuff. Anyway, so another reason we're like superheroes. Being successful depends a lot on who you work with. Here in the team, we get our job done by working as a team sometimes. You saw that in formations. Sometimes we dance by ourselves when we're lonely, or we've had too many cactus cups. And if you're like me, you much prefer to dance with your sidekick. Yeah, it's sweet now, but she's totally gonna kick my ass when she's over. Especially after that fun lead and follow thing we did for our routine that wasn't really supposed to happen. But that's alright, because you guys didn't notice. Alright, the other reason why we're like superheroes. Almost all of our violence is completely non-lethal. So the little crime fighting that we do doesn't really have casualties, so that's nice. We have secret identities. Everyone here actually does own a pair of jeans and a color of shirt you might find in a rainbow instead of a funeral home. And there is one other nice thing about being a superhero here at Purdue is Purdue affords us a lair. I don't know if any of you have seen us around campus, but you probably didn't see us in Stewart 302. Where you probably saw us was our dark secret hideout in the basement of the Stewart Center. Purdue pays for all of that, because we're awesome. Okay, and we're active in all major cities, and in the morning sometimes we're on the news. Sean and Desi were on Good Morning Indiana this morning. So they're probably running like half an hour of sleep, but they still dance, so that's pretty awesome. And finally, as ballroom dancers, we all have a common nemesis. Michigan. Michigan. Okay, it's not Michigan. Michigan is #1 in the nation, if you were curious, and we're #2. But not after you guys. You guys are gonna fix that. Our real nemesis... No, it's not Utah Valley. That was a good guess, though. Our real nemesis is Eastern European. Her name is Svetlana, and she's 9. And she shows up and beats our asses every single national comp we have. But that's all right. That's just the way they do it over there. They start them early and they train them up. We don't have to worry about that because we're in college now and we have our own problems and our own supervillains to combat. So with that, I'm going to give it back to Sean and he's going to talk about something on the bottom of this page. Sean.
So a little bit more about the team and what we teach. What we do to start you guys off, I know we actually teach a lot of dances, which is different from a lot of the clubs at this school. A lot of the other clubs teach 1 dance, but we will start you all off with 8 dances. And then from there, once you get your feet wet, we'll actually move up to about 19 dances. And then once you get a little repertoire for yourself, you start to focus on, if you choose to do so, on a certain style. Whether it be Latin or rhythm or smooth or standard, the flowy or the no clothed wearing one. And that's the best one. And this allows us to bring in specialty coaches from North Carolina, California, Chicago, from all over the place. And once again, another reason why our team is amazing. We also actually we party together. We are a family. We have holiday parties together. We go out on socials, and we have fun practice parties as well. So if you're looking for a family here on campus, we're here for you. And I'm going to hand it back over to Kris, my big brother, I guess, to introduce our coaches. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, well, he's gonna talk to you about something else.
Wow, I guess we changed twice in that. That's poor planning. It's all right, because everybody's still like, what the hell's going on? And having a good time, I hope. So, before we have our last showcase, I want to let everybody know that we are going to have a free cha-cha lesson after this, and you are morally obligated to attend, unless you don't want to. And it's going to be awesome. So, if we got you, if this call out was awesome and it's the most fun you've had in 2 hours and you think that dancing would be really sweet, or your girlfriend's gonna make you do it, or whatever you gotta do, then your first lesson is gonna be Monday, August 30th. So that is, see, today's Thursday, it's like 4 days from now. It's right after the weekend, get some rest and get ready to rock and roll. So that first lesson is free. You don't have to pay dues for that lesson, but you can if you want. We'll take your money anytime you bring it. But the second lesson, which is happening on Wednesday, September 1st, is when your contracts will be due and your money. So the contracts can be found on our website under Joining the Team. If you aren't aware of our website, it is www.PurdueBallroom.org. Hopefully everybody here can remember that. It's pretty straightforward. And the full schedule is actually on your handout if you've got one. If you don't have one and you want one, come see us after and we'll take care of it. Or actually, can you see Camille? Do you only have one or do you have a lot?
I have a lot.
Okay, she has a lot. So you can go see her. She'll have everything under control. And she'll give it to you with style. So next up, we have Daniel and Yuen, who are our head coaches. Okay, so Daniel has been a ballroom dancer for 13 years. His prior training is actually in hip-hop and breakdance, which is pretty awesome. I've seen that happen many a time. He's also a magician, and he's performed at many amusement parks and actually competed in the World Magic Competition. So you can do some pretty cool stuff with your money if you want to bring it to him. Yuen has training in ballet and 13 years of ballroom. She was a principal company member of the Lafayette Ballet Company for 8 years, and she actually started our competition team here. She's kind of a big deal. And that's why you better applaud, especially you guys in the back. Okay, so Daniel and you actually met on the competition team, and after a few years of partnership, that turned to marriage. So, I actually have an old stat for you guys. It says, well anyway, that'd be last year and a half ago. They danced at the USA Dance National Competition and placed second in the Open American Rhythm Championship. Now they have turned professional and kick a lot of butt, and they are the head coaches of our team. So with no further ado, they're gonna dance a cha-cha for you. And don't forget to stay for the free cha-cha lesson I'm teaching.